Hey guys, this is a video for Halls of Origination Heroic, doing the achievement faster than the speed of light. Now what the achievement is, you're going to finish the Vault of Light's encounter within 5 minutes of talking to Brand Bronzebeard. Uh, what you need to do is you need to kill all 4 mini-bosses that are in this hallway within the 5 minutes, and you actually have to come a bit less than that, as it takes roughly 18 seconds after the last one goes down for the encounter to end, and for the event to end, and for you to get the achievement. Um, Basically, uh, I don't think makeup is too important. You could probably do it with different groups, although we were relatively close, and I thought we had a pretty good group makeup for it. We had a hunter, rogue, priest, warrior, so we're able to get through it pretty quick with the aspect of the pact, which definitely helps, as well as the priest's bubbles, body and soul talent definitely helps speed it up. Basically, as far as strategy goes, you want to make sure you're dealing with the elemental's abilities correctly so that no one dies. If someone dies and you're stuck to stand around rezzing for 10 seconds, that just seriously puts a huge hindrance on your ability to finish the achievement. Uh, Basically, just to go over a brief summary of what all the ads do, the water one, which we just killed, he puts the water drops on the ground. You want to stay out of them, as well as he turns people into bubbles, which locks them in place and silences them so they can't do anything. You want to break those, uh, especially if they're on the tank, because he's not able to dodge or anything. Yeah, he can take a lot of damage if that happens to him. And now we're fighting the Earth guy, and he doesn't do too much. About the only thing he does is he'll target one player and he'll start a cast, and basically in whatever direction that player is, he'll do spikes come out of the ground. So I guess ideally you could have that person shift to an angle where no one else is going to be hit by it, but it doesn't hit for that much, and it's not that big of a deal. So next, you'll see we're heading over to the Earth guy. Uh, Basically, all he does is spawns a tornado, and you generally just want to stay out of the tornado. Mainly, not because it does that much damage or anything, just because you can't do too much damage when you're in it, so it can kind of put you behind. Just to comment on when we're moving, you don't want to spend any time standing around AoEing. Like, you can, as a tank, you can definitely get threat like that, but it's definitely not worth stopping. They'll just be cleaned up once you get to the boss. But you do want to clean them up relatively quickly, because the elite trogs, they actually put an armor debuff on the tank that reduces armor by 10% per stack, and I think it lasts about 6 to 8 seconds. So it's not that big of a deal, but if you let it stay on you for a while, it can add up. Yeah, you can see there that my health is dipping pretty low, and that's definitely a result of having about 5 stacks of that armor debuff on me. So we should have cleaned them up a lot sooner, and that wouldn't have been as scary as it was, but it worked out, I guess. Um, this last boss you fight is probably the most difficult. It's the most easy one to have a stupid death on. I know it definitely stopped me from getting this achievement for the longest. But basically, all he does is tank and spank, and then he'll cast what's called Inferno. And during that, melee needs to get away from him. It's got to be at least 10 to 15 yards radius. It's quite big, and it hits very, very hard. So if you decide to stand around it, you'll go down in a hurry. There was we had some discussion on when we were going to use our Corehound pet for Lust. It was debatable whether we wanted to use it on the fire guy or not, just because he is it's the easiest for someone to go down on him, but because we ended up deciding not to use it on him, just because Melee's forced to move away for about about 6 seconds during the Inferno, and so you wouldn't really be getting the benefit from having Lust up during that part. So that's why we decided to pop it earlier. I think we popped it on the water guy or the earth guy close to the beginning. Once you get him down, yeah, this is the most painful part of the fight, or of the whole thing. You simply have to wait and stare at your achievement, watching the timer tick down. I don't know how many times we'd beaten it, and I'm just watching it, and then a second later the achievement gets red. But there, we got it with a whole 3 seconds to spare, so that's how we got the timing. We killed the fire elemental around 21 seconds left and got the achievement around 3, so it's pretty close to 18 seconds. But anyways, that's the whole encounter. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed.